Okay, so who?
My name is Robert Suarez. R-O-B, E-R-T, S-U-A-R-D-J. Good day.
All right. So you're Robert Suarez, and what is your connection to the Urban Survivors Union and/or the drug user organizing movement?
Right. So I am a consultant with USU, and I sit on the board of directors with USU.
Okay.
I'm the board chair for NCSU.
Okay. Excellent. So, what was going through your mind as you prepared to attend the convening?
So there was a lot of work leading up to the convening. Many bi-weekly calls for the national, and the leadership team, which consisted of Louise and myself, and Katie Simon, and one or two other people, put a huge amount of work. For the most part, Louise Vincent, our executive director, did her vision for the convening, and she put endless hours into making sure that we brought this convening to our national members. There was, unfortunately, a piece of work that was left out of the convening due to some unforeseen circumstances that were out of our control. But leading up to the convening and during the convening, I have to say, some personal concerns as to whether or not we would have the time to do all that we needed to do. We had asked the DPA, the Drug Policy Alliance, for an extra day. They didn't want to extend that extra day. We thought of trying to pack as much into that one day as possible, knowing that we were bringing close to 40 individuals who use drugs from around the country, including sex workers. During when the day of the convening, we saw fit to sort of cut that short, knowing that many of our members would be stressed from being in that space too long, and the amount of information that they were being given, we were concerned that they would not be able to sort of assimilate all of it in one shot. So, leading up to the convening, I was concerned that during the convening, I started to feel a little bit more relaxed, knowing that many of our members that we brought there were engaged in a way that I didn't expect them to be. And I have to say that I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you members.
So Robert, what was your first impression as the event began?
My first impression, as is with all events that I'm affiliated with, I'm nervous. I'm always very nervous. I'm always very concerned. I know that I did all that I could to make sure that people got there safe and as the event began, I just like once again with all events, I started to get this sort of calm that comes over me. The moment I see people arriving, calm. And I read the room one thing, because I'm a big fan of reading. So I read the room, and I see how people are sort of settling in, and how people are ready. I look to find out if they are ready to engage or not. And as I was emceeing that event, I noticed that our members came ready. Our members came ready to engage. They were ready to strap in and get it done. So as I began to MC, I was very calm, very grateful, very happy, very honored. Yes.
So, Robert, what excited you most about being present for the first ever national convening of drug user organizers from a country the size and magnitude of the United States.
So let me be clear, and if I may, I want to take us back a little bit. Not to sort of. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike. I'm sorry, brother. So.
That's okay.
As I was saying, I want to take it back just a little bit. There's so much of history, but just to sort of give a framework of how we got to where we were in St. Louis for the community. So, if I'm not mistaken, in 2013 we did a sort of drug user. I don't want to use the word convening, but we worked together a number of organizations, using units from around the country to the Denver, Colorado DPA conference. And myself, along with Shiloh and a few other individuals, were working to sort of start or set up a national drug user organization. Because for a long time, a lot of people said that drug users in the United States was never organized. And I took that to heart, and I wanted to put that and myth to rest. So we started what was called at the time the American Federation of Drug Users. And in Denver, Colorado, when we sort of convened there, we had gang base who facilitated that meeting, and we had a number of user units from the Seattle user unit, along with San Francisco user union, along with local New York user union, and one or two others. And we formed what was called the United States Alliance of Drug at that meeting. I was sort of leading this charge, if you will, to sort of push to get the national going. And if I'm not mistaken, I left off where we were in Denver, Colorado. What could be possibly considered the first ever convening of USADU, which is what national, this is sort of formally named at that time. Then from there, we had another sort of drug user pre-conference. It took place in San Diego, California. And at that conference, we had approximately 35 drug users from around the country. And that conference yielded somewhere around 116, 118 total individuals in attendance to that conference. And we sort of laid out a lot. It had to do with where people thought they wanted to see a national drug use organization move to and develop into. And at that time, I felt rather than sort of reinventing the wheel, there was already an organization in place, which was the Urban Survivors Union in Piedmont, North Carolina. I basically took all that we had, all the information that we had, and I threw all that behind the support of Urban Survivors Union. I started taking up the college, if you will, as our first truly authentic drug user organization, national organization. And from that point on, Louise Vincent, who is the executive director, has been phenomenal. Just taking us from a place where I don't think we would have been able to move to as quickly as we have. So I am so very proud of so
And what year was that, Robert? When all that was happening?
So the San Diego conference, I believe that was 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So now we're here. We are 3 years later. And what surprised you most about this year's convening?
So this year's convening, there was an awful lot of work that was put into this year's convening. And the number of individuals that we brought from around the country, right, there were many of them who, my understanding, have never been to a conference before, let alone joining your convening. Looking in the eyes as they started coming through the doors, many of them not what to expect. I got the distinct impression that they were all ready to engage in whatever was being presented to them. I got the impression that they were all ready to sort of do what needed to be done to further this national. I know for a fact that there were many people who were there from different parts of the country who, in their own local areas, were having issues with sort of developing underground music or even sex workers were having issues in local parts of the country and local areas. And that just lets me know that there's a lot of technical assistance that needs to be given to a lot of these unions around the country. And it's important that USU and NGSU set up to provide that technical assistance. We are working hard towards getting there.
So one of the things, Robert, that I heard that was distinct about this year was regarding a lot of the financial management, and that in years past that had a lot more oversight, and this year it sounded like it was a lot more hands off.
So I'm sorry, could you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
So one of the things that I heard that was a significant change as far as like delegation and shifting responsibilities towards our leadership was regarding financial management. So in years past, there was a lot more control by like the DPA side on who could attend, how many could attend, and kind of like how that all happened. And it sounded to me like this year it was a lot more hands off. Like there was a lot more trust in drug user professionalism and in drug user financial management. And I just wanted to know if you wanted to speak a little bit to that.
Yeah, so USU was given a grant to bring individuals to this conference for the convening, which is something that the DPA, UHRC doesn't normally do. As you say, they like to be a lot more hands-on. It seems as though they have seen much of the work that we have been doing in the past. I would think that they're sort of say, we're going to give you guys control over making this happen, and let you guys sort of plan it out, lay it out, and get people there. Now, one thing that when they gave us money, they didn't give us enough money to bring as many people as we did. So for us to even bring people and put them in hotel rooms, we've only been able to bring maybe 10 people. It was the leadership who's first forced to say, we want to try and maximize this as best we can. Maximize the number of people. How do we do that? And what we did was we looked into Airbnbs, right? And that's what we did. We rented Airbnbs, and that helped us tremendously with bringing the number of people that we did. So once again, we as users, right, taking sort of responsibility for ourselves and knowing what we need to get something done is where this whole thing sort of needs to continue to move towards, right? Taking our power back, so to speak, and setting our own table, right? Is what this sort of signifies. Rather than spending that money frivolously and giving people hotel rooms, like nice bougie hotel rooms, I think that our members were really happy. The accommodations that we had at the Airbnb. And yeah, we were able to actually maximize the numbers by doing that.
That's incredible.
The only issue that I had with the CPA is that they didn't give us the extra days that we asked for. So we wanted 2 days because of the enormous amount of information that we had and that we wanted to share and then get feedback from. The CPA only gave us for 1 day. When we saw that our members were sort of being taxed with the information that was being provided in the room during that day, we decided to cut the day short, right? Because we wanted to make sure that our members would at least be able to assimilate the information that was being given to them, even though it wasn't all the information we had.
I've often thought, Robert, and this is just kind of an anecdote, that, looking at what the European countries do with having like a lengthy siesta in the middle of the day to kind of give our members like the ability to kind of go out and kind of self-manage and have that space of time to then be able to come back to the table. I've thought about that, and something I'm probably going to talk about in future planning groups. But let me go back to the questions because I want to respect your time. And
I just want to respond to that really quick. So I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And from my past experiences, many different other conferences, many pre-conferences, once you let individuals sort of out of the room, right? Sometimes it's hard getting all those individuals back into them. This is when things that I was so blown away by with our members. So we had approximately 2 or 3 breaks in the morning for lunch, right? And maybe one about 1 or 2 breaks in the afternoon. So the two breaks that we had in the morning before lunch, and then along with lunch, I give so much props and so much respect to that drug user community that went out during those breaks and came back. That went out during that lunch period and then all came back. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot to who we are, where we are, and what we are ready to do. So yeah, this has been my thinking in the past. You should let them out the room, get them back. Or you may not get them all back. But everybody came back. And I'm blown away. I'm honored, and it gives me, it continues to inspire me to want to move forward and do more when it comes to our community.
So many people describe the event as a historic undertaking. What about this event qualifies it as historic in your experience?
So once again, we had approximately 40 people, close to around 40 people from around the country. Many of whom have never attended a conference before, let alone a drug user convening. This is historic because it was planned. First of all, it was thought of, planned, and executed by people who use drugs. That in and of itself makes it historic.
Wow.
For a long time, people have said drug users would never organize because of all the infighting that goes on. Right? And this goes all the way back to even before Denver, Colorado, when I sort of said, you know what, I'm not just going to sit by and accept that. So coming from a place of then to a place of now, damn right. History has been made. History will continue to be made as we continue to stand up, raise our voices, take our power back, and set our own table.
So in the spirit of that statement, Robert, what does leadership mean to you?
What does leadership mean to me? Well, I'm going to tell you something. To me, leadership doesn't mean being a leader or being a follower. To me, leadership means taking responsibility for oneself and understanding that an individual or yourself you may have been sort of stigmatized, demonized, villainized, criminalized, and you no longer want to accept that stigmatizing way that people have viewed you. So as an individual, you've made the decision to sort of stand up and fight a good fight, if you will.
And what is and Robert, so what is the message that such an event sends about the future of drug user organizing and the fight for human rights in America?
Watch yourselves. Here we come. We're here. And we're developing, and we're only getting growing larger. Drug user organizing, the way I see it, you've gone from doing a lot of local stuff, you're doing a lot of statewide stuff. We are now moving forward on a national stage. Look forward to very soon to be developing on a regional stage, right? And then look for us embracing the international stage. So the drug users organizing in the United States has been lacking. And that's what I'm talking about, drug user organizing in the United States. We are going from statewide, right, to national, where we are right now. From national to regional, which you saw us tapping on a little during this convening. We had members from across the border, Canadian brothers and sisters, who attended this convening. Right? And we will continue to develop that regional presence, if you will. As we here in the United States also begin to embrace and step onto the international stage. And I will be leading. I'll be leading that as well.
So if you could summarize your takeaway from this event in a single brief statement, what would it be?
Wow. So, for a long time, drug users have been looked at, shunned, they've been shunned, we've been sort of put on the back burner, and we've been invited to other people's table. We are no longer accepting those types of invites. Once again, we are setting our own table, and we're inviting others to our table. We are taking the lead on what has been a drug user issue for a long time. It's time that we start leading, not following. So, as we start to develop our policies with legislators, local, statewide, and federally, as we start to do more work with advocacy, as we start to do more work with organizing, as we start to do more public services, it's drug users, people who use drugs, who are going to carry the day with our allies, and more importantly, our allies who will include the faith-based community.
Well, I want to thank you, Robert. I mean, everything you shared here is just incredibly insightful and thoughtful and reflective. And as always, it's really an honor and a privilege to have the opportunity to get to know you a little better. And I just want to say thank you, from the bottom of my heart. And I got a lot of love for you, brother. So keep fighting the good fight, man. Thank you.